Do you feel like no one is giving you the respect you deserve? Everyone admires your partner, and no one takes you into account. Today, I've brought you an eye-opening video. In a noisy world full of words, sometimes true admiration is earned in silence. It's not about talking a lot, but about acting with excellence and living according to your values. This guide presents you with a Stoic strategy to be admired by others without the need for words or excuses. He cultivates the Stoic virtues such as wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance. These qualities will make you a person of integrity and admiration. It also controls your emotions and avoids impulsive reactions. Stay calm and composure in difficult situations. Also take responsibility for your actions and decisions. Don't blame others for your mistakes. Accept the things you can't control and focus on what you can change. Keep a positive and optimistic outlook on life. Don't get carried away by negativity. Your body language should communicate confidence and security through your posture, gestures, and facial expressions. And when you are in front of other people, what will help you the most to strengthen relationships is active listening. That's right. Listen carefully to others and show genuine interest in what they have to say. Put yourself in other people's shoes and try to understand their feelings and perspectives. Don't forget to acknowledge your limitations and avoid arrogance, and be honest and authentic in everything you do. Well, let's talk about all this and more. Tomorrow you will be a different person, but different in a positive aspect, I assure you. Lesson number 1. It responds to a hostility with, imagine someone throws you a curveball of disrespect. Instead of frowning, you respond with a smile. You've just regained power. This is the magic of humor. It's like an unexpected breeze on a sweltering day. Humor acts as a shield that protects you, not by attacking, but by transforming the energy of the moment. Your smile is your sword. Disarm hostility and open the door to understanding. However, it is important to use these tools wisely. Humor isn't about belittling the other person or the situation. It's about shifting perspectives to find lightness, even in the darkest moments. Before using humor, take a moment to consider whether it will lighten the load or add more weight to the situation. Remember, humor is your companion, not your weapon. At work, I was unfairly criticized. It hurt me and I wanted to lash out. But I remembered a saying of the Stoic philosopher Seneca, "The best revenge is to be different from the one who committed the injustice." I took a deep breath and chose a calm, reasoned answer. This changed the whole situation. It's not about suppressing your emotions. It's about not allowing yourself to be controlled. It's about choosing to act according to your values, not just your feelings. Every time you choose reason over reaction, you're strengthening your Stoic muscles. You are becoming that person admired for their calmness, their wisdom, and their unbreakable peace. The Stoics speak of acceptance, not resignation. It is about embracing life as it is, not as we wish it to be. It's like gardening. We plant seeds, we water them, but we can't control the weather or how fast they grow. I was faced with a situation that didn't go as planned. I felt frustrated. Then I remembered Epictetus, who said that it is not what happens to you but how you react. I accepted the situation and focused on learning from it. This shift in perspective was liberating. Lesson number 2. Create your own happiness. Have you ever felt ignored by someone you care about? Despite your effort to care for and love him, they don't seem to value your presence. They neglect you. They leave you feeling that despite prioritizing them, you receive little in return. It is crucial to understand that happiness should not depend on others. When you allow someone else to control your happiness, you hand over the keys to your emotional well-being. The time has come to retrieve those keys and understand that the responsibility for your happiness lies with you, not them. When you are ignored, it does not mean that your world stops or that you are unworthy. Rather, it's an opportunity to strengthen yourself. Start by focusing on what makes you happy. Immerse yourself in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment. Build relationships with people who appreciate and value you. Your happiness should be built on your own terms, without depending on anyone else's attention or approval. Refuse to allow the indifference of others to affect your mood. If you are ignored, that's okay. There are better and more important things to focus on: your goals, aspirations, and personal growth. These are the elements that should direct your happiness. Remember that every moment you spend worrying about why you're being ignored is a moment stolen from your happiness. Change the script and focus on what adds value to your life. Happiness is a personal journey that begins with you. Take control and claim your power. Decide today that your happiness will not be influenced by the actions or inattention of others. Forge your own path with confidence and self-assurance. In the end, it's your satisfaction with your own life that counts, not the fleeting attention of others. Don't let the indifference of others control your happiness. Take control of your emotional life and create your own happiness through self-reliance, emotional autonomy, and personal growth. Remember, you are worthy of being happy, regardless of the actions or lack of attention of others. Lesson 3. Mastery of emotions. Imagine being on top of a majestic mountain, gazing at the horizon. All around you, clouds of emotions transform and dissipate. As Epictetus reminds us, it is not the storms themselves that shake us, but our interpretations of them. Reflect on the power of mastering the chaos of these inner storms, turning them into gentle breezes. Beginning this journey of emotional mastery is like blazing new trails on a mountain, where every step is a learning experience. The Stoics, with their ancient wisdom, encourage us not to be mere spectators of our emotional reactions. They challenge us to be masters of our own minds, to face every inner turbulence not with resistance, but with understanding and serenity. We have the ability to observe them, recognize them, and let them pass without destabilizing ourselves. Imagine each emotion as a passing cloud in the sky of your mind. You have the option to notice it or just watch it go by. Practicing serenity in the face of emotional storms makes us stronger, like sturdy trees that, despite strong winds, remain firmly rooted in the land of self-knowledge and understanding. What would your life be like if you learned to watch them go by without being swept away? This invitation is not only to self-knowledge, but to personal power. It is a call to learn together to navigate the turbulent waters of our emotions with wisdom and balance. Imagine yourself as the captain of a ship sailing the vast seas of life. Marcus Aurelius, leader and thinker of antiquity, guides us wisely and assertively. Our true power lies in recognizing what is under our control in the tumultuous seas of existence. There are many waves and storms beyond our control. However, the helm of the ship, the direction we choose, is always in our hands. How liberating it is to understand this truth. By focusing our energy and attention on what we can control, we adjust, stop playing with the currents, and begin to navigate with purpose and determination. This teaching, though simple, is revolutionary. It eliminates from our lives countless unnecessary worries that often consume us without providing any benefit. How many times have you found yourself consumed by situations beyond your control? How much effort have you wasted on changing the immutable? The wisdom of Marcus Aurelius guides us towards a path of greater inner peace and effectiveness. By concentrating our efforts on areas where we can truly make a difference, we not only optimize our impact on the world, but we also find a rare and precious serenity. This principle invites us to reflect deeply on our daily actions and concerns. It challenges us to ask ourselves, is this in my power to control? If the answer is no, we encourage ourselves to let go to release that burden. But if the answer is yes, then we have fertile ground for our effort and creativity. Practicing this discernment not only makes us more focused and efficient individuals, but it also strengthens our sense of agency and responsibility. It allows us to be architects of our own lives, consciously choosing where to place our energy and efforts. By applying this new understanding, we can identify the areas of our lives that are waiting to be navigated with Stoic wisdom. Lesson number 4. Stop focusing on them. Imagine that your life revolves around people who ignore you. Your energy is depleted, your dreams are dulled, and your happiness withers. Sound familiar? It's time to change the approach. Your dreams, ambitions, and goals are what really matter. Beyond someone's lack of attention, redirect your energy toward what you're passionate about. Every minute you spend wondering why you're being ignored is wasted time. Invest it in working on your goals and aspirations. They deserve your full attention. Define what you want to achieve and focus on it. Create a plan, set milestones, and start working. Your journey is about you, not them. By freeing yourself from the distraction of seeking their approval, you can focus your energy on what you want to achieve. Success is the best answer to those who once ignored you. Prove your worth through your actions. You are the author of your own story. Don't let the actions of others dictate your plot. Write your own path of success where you are the hero. As you strive to achieve your dreams, others become mere footnotes on your journey. Make your life and your goals your priority. Let others watch you from the sidelines as you reach for the stars. Their ignorance should only strengthen you and sharpen your focus. Your life is about your journey and your success. Make it count and stop seeking validation from those who don't recognize your worth. Lesson number 5, judge wisely. Judging others is an easy task, especially when it comes to pointing out mistakes and weaknesses. However, the way we make judgments says more about ourselves than it does about those we criticize. Before making negative judgments, it's crucial to pause and reflect on the root of that judgment. Does it come from our own insecurity, arrogance, or pettiness? Or is criticism simply a personal whim? The exercise of judgment in many cases is subjective and is loaded with our own experiences and motivations. It is critical to examine our own motives before criticizing, considering whether there is an underlying positive intent in the action we are evaluating. Cultural differences can also be the cause of misunderstandings, so it is essential to retain judgment until we have walked a distance in the shoes of the other. Focusing criticism only on issues that clearly involve injustice, cruelty, or harm is a key principle. Even in these cases, it is beneficial to seek to understand why someone might act that way rather than making hasty judgments. Judgment, when used wisely, can become a tool for teaching and reconciling. Following the Stoic philosophy of Marcus Aurelius, who advised reminding oneself each morning that those with whom to interact could be ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, or shady, since they cannot distinguish good from evil. Now, what can we do? What are the keys to a healthy judgment? 1. Tolerance and compassion. These are key in the process of judging. 2. Compassionate feedback. Offering it when you can contribute to the growth and improvement of others is valuable. 3. Avoid judging minor imperfections or questions of subjective preference. And 4. Focus on positive potential, highlighting the virtues of those around us instead of pointing out their flaws. Judging wisely requires humility, self-awareness, and empathy. By understanding our own limitations and those of others, we can make more just and compassionate judgments that promote growth and understanding. Lesson number 6, practice forgiveness. When someone hurts us, resentment can become a heavier burden on us than it does on the person who hurt us. Although seeking justice is a legitimate right, we must be cautious of the desire for revenge. Nelson Mandela wisely said that resentment is like drinking poison, hoping it will kill our enemies. But in reality, it chains us to harm. Forgiving does not imply tolerating inappropriate behavior or forcing reconciliation. From an inner perspective, forgiveness means letting go of bitterness and wishing the best for those who have caused us pain, even from a distance. This practice frees us from the bonds of past pain. The harm done to us by others often reflects their own traumas and shortcomings. By forgiving, we do not justify their actions or deny the importance of boundaries, but instead choose to free ourselves from emotional weight and explore our own unmet needs. By digging beneath anger, we often discover unhealed wounds that need attention. Solving these needs in a healthy way, rather than holding on to anger, gives us the opportunity to grow and evolve. Marcus Aurelius advised that the best revenge is not to be like your enemy. Forgiveness, in this context, becomes an act of self-love and empowerment. It breaks cycles of revenge and requires courage and patience to allow our wounds to heal. Ultimately, forgiveness not only releases the past, but also paves the way for a healthier and more balanced present and future. Forgiveness frees us from the power that the offender has over us. It allows us to regain control of our emotions and our lives, reduces stress, anxiety, and depression. It improves our physical and mental health. It strengthens our relationships. Lesson number 7, keep the mystery. In the age of instant gratification and brief bursts of attention, the tendency to quickly judge others based on bits of information is becoming more common. However, mystery, that enigmatic quality that makes us unique and intriguing, can be a powerful tool for cultivating deeper, more meaningful connections. Being mysterious does not mean being impenetrable or inaccessible. It is rather about cultivating an aura of intrigue that invites others to get to know us in depth, to discover the layers that make up our essence. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher, reminds us that the best revenge is to be different from those who have hurt us. In a world eager to reveal every detail, mystery allows us to maintain a certain distance, a protective barrier that safeguards our vulnerability while arousing the curiosity of others. Human nature finds satisfaction in that which is conquered with effort. As the Roman philosopher Seneca observed, we do not shy away from venturing because things are difficult, they are difficult because we do not venture. By being enigmatic and aloof in certain situations, we can increase our attractiveness and deepen connections with those who take the time and effort to decipher our essence. In a world that demands constant transparency, mystery can be a strength. It allows us to protect our privacy, set boundaries, and avoid falling victim to hasty judgments. In addition, it gives us the opportunity to observe and learn from others without feeling the pressure to reveal too much about ourselves. From a psychological perspective, the mystery relates to the idea of cognitive reward. When we encounter something unknown or intriguing, our brain is activated to solve the enigma. This process releases dopamine, a neurotransmitter associated with pleasure and motivation, which drives us to continue exploring and delving into the mystery. In interpersonal relationships, mystery can be a vital ingredient in maintaining interest and passion. A little intrigue can keep relationships from becoming monotonous or predictable, and it can keep the flame of curiosity burning. Importantly, mystery should not be used as a tool to manipulate or control others. Being honest and authentic is critical to building strong, long-lasting relationships. Mystery should be used in a balanced way, as a touch of intrigue that complements our personality and makes us more appealing to those looking for more than just a superficial connection. Lesson number 8. Maintain your independence. In the whirlwind of human relationships, we often find ourselves caught in the trap of emotional dependence, seeking in the other the completeness we lack. However, this absolute surrender can generate disillusionment and suffocate our very essence. The sixth rule invites us to cultivate independence, to be like a radiant star in the night sky, shining with its own light without revolving around another person. Being independent does not mean isolating yourself or rejecting company. It's about maintaining a sense of individuality, of pursuing our own passions and dreams without getting lost in the shadow of another. This attitude creates an aura of mystery and intrigue, attracting others with our free and adventurous spirit. It is essential to avoid focusing excessively on a person to the point of making them the center of our universe. By holding on to a relationship in this way, we lose sight of our own identity and limit our potential for growth. Remember that each of us is a complete person on our own, with unique values, dreams, and experiences. Our presence in someone's life is a gift, not a substitute for their own happiness. Okay, but what are the benefits of independence? 1. Mystery and intrigue. Independence arouses the curiosity of others, making them more receptive to our inner world. 2. Attraction. The independent and adventurous spirit is irresistible to many. 3. Personal growth. By maintaining our individuality, we continue to grow and evolve as people. 4. Healthier relationships. Independence allows for balanced and lasting relationships based on mutual respect and personal freedom. And how do we apply it in our lives? Make time for your passions and interests. Set clear boundaries in relationships. Maintain a diverse and enriching social network. Don't seek the constant approval of others, and trust in your own value and potential. Independence is not an obstacle to deep relationships, but an essential ingredient in building them. By cultivating our own selves, by shining with our own light, we become more attractive, interesting, and able to make a valuable contribution to the lives of others. Being admired without speaking is not about being perfect, but about striving to be the best version of yourself. Cultivate Stoic virtues, apply effective psychological techniques, and take actions that generate admiration. Remember that true admiration is earned with time, consistency, and excellence in everything you do. Well, that was all for today. Until the next video.